Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen in next week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This is for Season 4, Episode 3 now. It's called Good Out Here. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen Episode 2 at this point for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. So I did my review for it earlier. It will be in the channel if you guys haven't seen it yet. I'll have it in the end screen videos for you. You can watch that at the end of this video after you're done watching this video for my predictions on what I think is going to happen in Good Out Here. So that's Episode 3 now for Fear the Walking Dead. And the first half, as per usual, has 8 episodes going through till June 10th. And then there'll be the break. So, and then who knows when it will return. Sometime in August probably is usually a safe bet for Fear the Walking Dead. So really enjoying Fear right now. I enjoyed Episode 2. Not as quite as much as Episode 1, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And I thought it was a really good setup episode for what we're going to see this season. And for this new group of villains, which I am intrigued by because they're just so different from what we're used to. So for Good Out Here, so the description for this episode reads, Madison and Morgan try to help Nick find inner peace. A quest for revenge exacts its toll on the group. And it's a little bit tricky to say where what we're going to see in this episode because it looks like from when Madison's driving that they may still be at the stadium, but I'm not sure because it sounds like they want to get revenge against the Vultures. So, you know, when we see Morgan and we see the others and we finally see Morgan meet Madison, which should be a really cool scene to see in Fear the Walking Dead because it's something like that's, you know, I mean, Nick is one of the biggest characters in Fear, but Madison is like your Rick of Fear. She's like your female Rick, right? So to finally get to see them meet, I hope we see that in Episode 3 here. Sounds like we probably will. That's going to be really cool if we do. As far as the revenge goes, I mean, I think it's all self-explanatory. Something has happened with the Vultures. We don't know what 100%, but they want to get revenge on the Vultures for either maybe they've killed some of them, maybe there was a skirmish and the battle is not totally over yet and somehow the Vultures had to retreat, or maybe somehow the Vultures did take the stadium and Madison and the others had to leave. I don't know. It's really a tricky question there at this point. You know, just how this whole thing went down and how this is all going to sync up when the timelines all kind of unfold together here. So hopefully they don't kind of keep us in the dark for too long because I want answers to these questions. And when you bring in new questions, I want them answered pretty quickly. I don't want to have to wait, you know, the whole half season or something to figure out what happened there and why the group wants to get revenge and what the Vultures did here or how, you know, because they're so different, it's like, what are they going to do to attack? How are they going to attack? It doesn't look to me like the Vultures have the numbers against Madison's group. So it's it's really tricky to see what's going to happen here. So we have the promo and we have a sneak peek as per usual. The sneak peek is pretty quick. I'll have the links in the description for both so you guys can check them out. Basically, you have Morgan and he's practicing with the staff, but he's hurt with his leg, of course. So he's doing his demo where he's doing his practice and. You know, as he goes to step down, you know, his leg is still badly injured from the shot, so he drops the staff. And then you see a muscle car coming down the road, driving very quickly, and Morgan seems to be very scared at that point, so he actually leaves the staff, and without it, runs down into the SWAT car and locks it up and hides there and tells Nicholas to get down as well. Now, who is it in the muscle car? Don't know. Could it be one of the Vultures? It could be. And yeah, it looks good. But it looks pretty exciting. And looking forward to seeing Morgan interact with Nicholas and eventually meeting Madison, hopefully in this episode. Then we have the promo. So we have Strand, who says Althea requires an act of faith, and it looks like they've been watching her video. So maybe they kind of watch the video that she's recorded of Morgan and of John, and they get an understanding that okay, these people are different. They're not with the Vultures. They're some totally different group that we're seeing here, and they're not affiliated with them in any way. They just happened to find that sign, so they took it with them, trying to figure out what was going on. Then we have Nicholas with his hammer and Morgan. Aren't you worried? I'm just gonna. So there's that scene from one of the teaser trailers where Morgan's tripping him with the staff and kind of showing him that he has the upper hand. There's another one here which is strange, where you have Strand, Alycia, and Luciana tied up And then Morgan afterwards says, "I don't kill." And it's kind of a cut to make it look like it's Morgan who's tied them up, but I don't think it is. I think it's somebody else. So is it possible one of the Vultures got them somehow? It looks like maybe they're been separated from Morgan and Nicholas, who seem to be kind of on their own, so they must have split up here at some point, maybe to check out where they found the sign and where the Vultures might be at this time. It's possible that maybe Madison and the others kind of shot down at them or attacked them, and the Vultures had to kind of run or something, but that they might be back later on. So John picks up a book, The Art of Peace, from Morgan Stuff, I think, and then Althea says, "I'm not leaving." So it's kind of like, John and Althea are kind of joining Morgan at this time, and we can see them kind of starting to build a bigger group here, with Morgan possibly wanting to get involved because maybe he'll take a liking to some of these characters here that he's meeting. But again, he's kind of a roamer, so I wouldn't expect him to stay with the Fear group forever. But, if there's something in it for him there, maybe he will. We'll see. Madison and Nicholas, Madison says, "We'll get her back." So maybe the Vultures have captured Alycia. I'm not sure. We'll see. And Morgan fighting someone, maybe Nick at that time, and then the SWAT car goes down and a bunch of zombies are around it, and we can kind of see it afterwards. It seems to be okay, though. It's a heavily fortified vehicle, so it's not like they're going to be able to wreck it very easily. I mean, the thing is like a tank, right? So really cool. So that's pretty much all we have as far as the released info and the released clips for episode 3. Good out here. I am still pretty excited for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, just to see how this whole thing comes together. Part of the excitement for Fear, I think, is that really you don't have a comic series to base it on, as you never have. So really, they can go anywhere they want with it. They can do absolutely anything they want with it. And as such, it's just it's kind of frustrating to watch because you want to have those answers, or at least for me it is, because I want to have all the answers and kind of know everything. But of course, we have to go through to see it all to get all those answers and figure out what's going to happen with this season. And also how long the Vultures are going to be a set of villains for. Is it going to be half a season? Is it going to be the whole season? Man, a lot of questions for Fear, and pretty exciting start to the season with, 6 more episodes left after the second, so this one being for the third. So looking forward to lots of stuff in episode 3, particularly Morgan and his interactions with the others, because this is the first we've ever really seen of the Fear group interacting with someone from the original Walking Dead group, so it's very cool. Check out the review if you guys haven't seen it yet, and send me your questions for the Q&As for this week for Fear, because I'd like to do at least a couple, and if you liked this video, guys, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button at the bottom left, click the bell to turn on the notifications, and that's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.